Rolex stands as one of the foremost luxury brands globally, currently valued at around $8 billion. Its root traced back a century, unfolding a remarkable narrative that began with an orphaned teenager who, robbed for his inheritance, embarked on an extraordinary journey. Fueled by sheer determination, he fled his hometown, seeking refuge in a foreign land. After toiling for several years, he decided to pursue his passion for watches and established a watchmaking business. Little did he anticipate that this venture would thrust him into the vanguard of modern wristwatches, reshaping the entire industry and birthing a billion-dollar empire. A string of adversities, Hans Wilsdorf, born in Kumbach, Germany in 1881, faced adversity early on when his mother fell ill and passed away in 1892. A year later, his father also succumbed, leaving Hans orphaned at the tender age of 12. Under his mother's brother's guardianship, he found himself in a prestigious boarding school in Bavaria, Germany, where he grappled with feelings of isolation due to his religion. While initially resentful of his uncle's decisions, Hans realized that their actions instilled in him a sense of self-reliance, a trait he credits for much of his eventual success. Excelling in subjects like mathematics and languages during his school years, Hans' fascination with travel and languages proved invaluable for his future endeavors. Venturing alone at 19, Hans departed from the rigid life at the boarding school, setting forth for Geneva, Switzerland. Securing a job as an apprentice for an international pearl exporting company, he immersed himself in the intricacies of their operations, noting their profitability despite the absence of production creation. An opportunity knocked when Hans received a job offer from Kuno Korten, a prominent Swiss watchmaking company. Relocating to Les Chaux-de-Fonds in 1900, he became an English correspondent and clerk, leveraging his languages skills and earning 80 Swiss francs per month. His responsibilities included winding hundreds of pocket watches daily, offering him profound insights into the art of watchmaking. However, Hans' tenure at Kuno Korten was cut short by mandatory military service in Germany. After his service in 22, he moved to London to work for another high-quality watch company, where he significantly contributed to boosting sales. Wilsdorf and Davis, one pivotal day, Hans discussed his aspiration to establish a watch business with his brother-in-law, Alfred James Davis. Despite Hans lacking capital, Alfred, recognizing Hans' passion, agreed to invest in their joint venture. In 1905, Wilsdorf and Davis Limited was born, laying the foundation for what would later become Rolex. Teaming up with Swiss watch company Hermann Egler, they imported movements to England and established an office in Bern, Switzerland. Despite initial challenges, the company gained traction and by 1908 emerged as one of the top firms in English watchmaking. By 1914, Hans envisioned a shift from pocket watches to wristwatches, foreseeing their ubiquity. In 1908, he coined the name Rolex, a short, catchy, and globally accessible brand. By 1915, the company officially transitioned from Wilsdorf and Davis Limited to the Rolex Watch Corporation Limited. In 1926, Rolex unveiled the Oyster, the world's first waterproof wristwatch, marking a revolutionary moment. Hans, driven by patience and determination, continued to innovate, relocating the company's headquarters to Geneva in 1919. Hans' marketing genius shone when, in 1927, a failed attempt to swim the English Channel with a Rolex oyster garnered immense attention. Capitalizing on this, Hans strategically marketed Rolex, aligning it with feats like flying over Mount Everest and setting speed records. Rolex's journey continued with groundbreaking models like the Oyster Perpetual in 1931, the first waterproof self-winding wristwatch. However, challenges arose during World War II, prompting Hans to move the company's headquarters to Switzerland and change its name to Rolex Watch Corporation Limited in 1945. In the post-war era, Rolex soared to new heights. In 1946, they sold 50,000 certified Rolex chronometers, and by 1947, this number doubled. The introduction of Datejust in 1945 and the Day-Date nearly 10 years later solidified Rolex's status as a pioneer in wristwatch innovation. The legacy of Hans Wilsdorf, passing in 1960, marked a turning point for Rolex, guiding it towards the luxury brand it is today. The company's emphasis on exclusivity and quality, coupled with strategic marketing, solidified its status as the world's most recognizable watch brand. From the struggles of an orphan teenager to helm of a global empire, Hans Wilsdorf's legacy lives on in every Rolex wearer. His unwavering passion for design and technical innovation not only transformed the watch industry, but also placed him among the most influential figures on its history. Thank you for joining on this remarkable journey.